Hi, this is Bedrest coach Darline Turner, owner and founder of Mamas on Bedrest and Beyond, and it's Video Wednesday. This Wednesday, we're talking about prematurity awareness. Prematurity awareness has been started by the March of Dimes in an effort to raise the general public's awareness of the crisis of prematurity worldwide. Each year, some 15 million babies are born too soon and often die well before their first birthday because they're too little, too sick, and just too small to survive. The March of Dimes has made a stealth-worthy commitment to be sure that each baby gets its 39 weeks through their various programs, grants, and support. They're making this happen. Recently, I was reading some statistics on prematurity, and in the U.S. alone, there's over 500,000 babies born too soon each year. And prematurity kills a baby every 30 seconds somewhere in the world. I mean, these are staggering statistics. The March of Dimes, and I'm going to come over here and talk about some other things that can actually be done, has launched amazing initiatives and preventive strategies to turn the tide on prematurity, and they're doing great work, but even more has to be done. They have these tenets to preventing prematurity, and the first is raise awareness. So here we are with Prematurity Awareness Month, which is the month of November, and actually Prematurity Awareness Day is November the 17th. So we really want to key in and do what we can to educate the general public about the crisis of prematurity and what can be done. They also have, we want to educate women and girls about the signs and symptoms of preterm birth and preterm labor, educate frontline workers, which is hospital staff, equip clinics. Now, in the U.S., this isn't as big a deal, but in some non-industrialized nations, them having the equipment to deal with infants who are born too soon is often the major problem. If we can get them the resources that they need, we can actually help them stop their rising numbers of premature infants. And of course, funding research. The March of Dimes is again at the forefront of this effort. They fund millions of dollars each year towards research and development of tools and techniques that will turn the tide on prematurity. But what I want to raise people's awareness to is the fact that with all of the technology and the medicine and what have you, we can actually do some things ourselves to help stem the tide of prematurity. As the founder and owner of Mamas on Bedrest and Beyond, one of the things is to help mamas on bed rest. I am constantly amazed that we put women on bed rest without any tools or resources to be able to manage. If you say to a woman, we want you to go home and do absolutely nothing, and she has an older child, which I did when this was first said to me, she's not going to stay on bed rest. She's just not going to do it unless she has someone to help her. Many women report, my mom came or an aunt came, cousin, sister, what have you. I didn't have that. And so when I was having my son and they were proposing bed rest to me, I didn't do it. And I did a modified activity. I had my 3-year-old and I worked around it. In a sense, I was lucky because I was still able to modify quite a bit. She went to preschool up until about 3 o'clock every day. So I did have large chunks of somewhat inactivity. But basically, there were a lot of women who, if they don't work, they don't eat. If they don't work, they don't have a roof over their heads for their existing children. If they aren't able to get up, even when they have husbands and partners and supportive people around them, nothing is getting done. They may live in rural areas. They may live far from family, which was my case. They may not be in a real supportive community. There were lots of different reasons why women are not supported, but the bottom line is they aren't supported. And we have to do better about this. The United States is one of the richest countries in the world. We spend more on healthcare and technology than most other countries, and yet we have some of the crappiest rates of prematurity and preterm birth and infant mortality and maternal mortality in the world of any industrialized nation, we can do better. And it doesn't take much. It really doesn't take much. I mean, I talk to women all day long on the different forums that I have and through my website and my blog. A lot of them are just scared and lonely. It doesn't take much. It takes a little reassurance. It takes a little bit of your time to explain what's going on with our hospital care personnel. It takes some compassion, and it takes giving women the support and encouragement to say, you can do this. You can do this, and giving them the tools to be able to do it. That's what the March of Dimes seeks to do. That's what Mamas on Bedrest and Beyond seeks to do. We seek to give women the tools and the support that they need to be able to have full-term pregnancies. It's my hope that in time we'll be able to just reach women all over the world and collaborate with local resources so that women are getting the support, the in-home help, the help with their existing children, financial help if needed, to be able to give the baby that they're carrying their 39 to 40 weeks, but also to give the care, love, and nurturing to their existing children and the necessary care to the lives that they have. We cannot continue to cut women off at the knees and then expect everything to be great. And that is what we've been doing. You know, March of Dimes, they're really nice. They're not going to say this. I will. What the heck? We're cutting women off at the knees and then wondering, well, why aren't you walking? You know, it's kind of crazy. We can do better. Please do what you can to learn about prematurity awareness and learn what some of the signs and symptoms are of preterm labor. If you know a woman who's pregnant, make sure she knows those signs and symptoms and have her seek out medical care as soon as possible if she has any of these signs and symptoms. It's better to be safe than sorry. If you're in an underdeveloped nation, do what you can to get her medical care. And we know for some people this is a 2 or 3 day journey. We have to do what we can to be supportive, to encourage, empower, but also give concrete tools. It's nice to be encouraging, but you know, if a woman's contracting, we need to have what's necessary there to deal with those contractions, or if her water is broken, or if she really has high blood pressure. We need to be able to manage that, and she needs to be able to be down and be cared for, but to know that the rest of her life is going to be okay. So we need to do these things, and this is the mission of Mamas on Bedrest and Beyond, to do that not only in the U.S., but globally. And we're getting there, slowly but surely. But for now, let's take this time in November, Prematurity Awareness Month, to really think about how can we improve maternity care? How can we make it better for Mamas on Bedrest, or any woman who needs help to have a safe, happy, healthy pregnancy and give birth to a healthy baby who will not be born too soon, too small, or too sick. So thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful Wednesday. And do really take some time to learn about prematurity. It's really affecting a lot of people in our world, in our nation, and probably in your town. If you can't see what you can do, check out the March of Dimes website. I will put that link on this video blog, as well as the wonderful infographic they have, which I will also post. But really, see what we can do to help mamas and babies go to full term and have not only healthy pregnancies, but healthy lives. This is Darline Turner, Bedrest coach, owner, and founder of Mamas on Bedrest and Beyond. Thank you so much.